Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Raiders going up against the Cowboys. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the State Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's got time. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's the option going right. He may try and run for this. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derek Carr, 66 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, spinning away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Prescott on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
10 yards still left on second down. On second down, Prescott again. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he finds Beasley complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the rookie Ezekiel Elliott able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's Murray, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A big play there for the Raiders. 30 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, Murray. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. It's a tight game here early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They come out here in the eye. They go with Murray again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Rivera's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they're operating in the red zone.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw, we can throw.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result.
And now it's blocked. And the Cowboys pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A reminder coming up at the intermission. We'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch count.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
That one good for 16.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, Those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Prescott to throw it. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these 2 teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Raiders on their opening drive. Carr is going to cruise off the right side. He'll take it 66 yards for the score. That takes the lead up to 7. Midway through the first quarter, Elliott's going to look for a gap, and this run goes for a touchdown. Cowboys tied up at 7. Raiders on offense, first quarter winding down. Carr is going to find his mark. He would pick up 2 yards and then duck out of bounds. Raiders still on the field. Murray's going to stay inside after the handoff, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. They're now on top by 4. That'll do it for our final halftime show of the year. 1 half remains in this Super Bowl. To bring it to you, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. Look at the spin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. They've got the lead on the scoreboard. And just speaking of the scoreboard, forget it. When you're leading, whether the defense has given up 0 points or 30 points in that first half, is your coordinator a little more happy going into half 2 regardless?
It allows them to do a few more things because of what you just said. You're winning, so now they can get on you a little bit more if they want to. They can make the changes that they want and feel like everyone's locked in because when you're winning, your attention is usually focused pretty well on your team.
They got the lead right now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Carry on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. We talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. 3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott now on 2nd down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options. completing the pass anyway.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love.
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just standing.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Carr going to give it to his fullback. This is Reese. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They've had a great game, but one final stop, that's what they're thinking about right now, aren't they?
And I think they believe that it's almost in the bag because of how they've played all game long. Look at them out there, just confidence at every step. They've held them for most of the game. They think one more stop is almost inevitable.
They're hoping so.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and backs it away.
Back to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Here we go. Back to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here we go! They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
All defenders getting tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
That's caught at the 2. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Running with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions.